The mystery of the letter. Liz picked up the envelope from the floor, which someone must have slipped under the door. There was no address, no stamps, just her name written in elegant calligraphy. Her heart skipped a beat. Who could have left it? Her hands trembled as she opened the envelope. Inside was a single sheet of paper. The inked letters seemed to pulse in the light. If you want to know the truth, come to the old pier at 7 p.m. Don't be late. Liz quickly scanned her apartment. The windows were shut, the door locked. No one could have just walked in. But the letter was here. She glanced at the clock. 6:45 p.m. The pier was a 10-minute walk away. Should she go? Dozens of questions swirled in her mind. Was this a joke or was it him? Chapter 1: A meeting in the dark. Liz walked briskly. The evening breeze from the ocean brushed against her skin, making her shiver. By the time she reached the pier, the sun was dipping below the horizon, painting the sky in deep shades of purple and gold. She looked around. No one. Just the waves gently lapping against the wooden planks. You came. The voice came from the shadows. Liz spun around. A man stood a few steps away. Tall, with dark eyes that seemed to see right through her. Who are you? Her voice wavered. He smiled. Her heart clenched. Too familiar a smile. You know who I am, Liz. Chapter 2: Back to the past. 5 years ago, Liz had lost him. David had disappeared without a trace. She had searched, called, written, but it was all in vain. Her love, her life vanished into nothing. He was dead to her. Or at least that is what she had forced herself to believe. And now he stood before her, alive, real. But you were gone, yes. But not by choice. David took a step closer. Liz didn't move. Why are you here? Why now? Because now I can finally tell you the truth. Chapter 3: Dangerous Secrets. They sat on an old bench by the pier. David looked at her with such sorrow that Liz felt her breath hitch. I had to disappear, Liz. It was the only way to keep us both safe. She frowned. Safe from who? David ran a hand over his face as if trying to erase the memories. From the people I got involved with. I didn't know what I was getting into. Do you remember that night I told you I had an important meeting? Liz nodded. That was a mistake. They offered me a job, but it wasn't what it seemed. I tried to walk away, but they wouldn't let me. I had to fake my own death to protect you. Liz felt her world crumbling. Everything she had believed was a lie. But if he was here. So the danger is over now, hope filled her voice. David's expression darkened, making her stomach drop. Not quite. Chapter 4: The Chase. A loud noise rang out. Liz flinched. A car door slammed nearby. David jumped to his feet. We have to go. Now. She didn't ask questions. Her instincts screamed he was right. Liz ran after him, her heart pounding. They turned down a narrow alley. She heard footsteps behind them. Someone was following. David suddenly stopped and grabbed her face in his hands. Liz, listen to me. If anything happens, this address. Find him. He'll help you. He shoved a crumpled piece of paper into her palm. The next second, someone grabbed him from behind. Liz screamed. Chapter 5: A Mystery to Uncover. A day had passed. Liz sat in a cheap motel room, clutching the tiny scrap of paper. Her hands shook, but she couldn't stop herself. There was an address written on it. The only path to the truth. She took a deep breath, gathering her courage. All right, David. I'll find the answers. And she stepped into the night toward the unknown.